Alright, so we're at the other scrape location. There is my dripper bag. You can see the natural curve there. The zip tie did break off. It was my fault. I was messing with it because it got frozen. I got that one cleared out, but I broke the zip tie in the process. You can see how the deer prints are in there. They've been kicking it up a little bit, scraping it out. Deer tracks leading out. Now this sand pit right over here, this is my neighbor's property. I do have permission to be on this property, but I got deer tracks going in and out right along this edge here. There's plenty of deer tracks down in there. They love to come around this point right over here, down around over here. If they come in from there, I hear them coming. If they come from over there, I have no idea that they're there until they're right on top of me, unless I'm looking. So I'm usually looking if I'm in this tree stand right over here, that direction. Again, plenty of deer tracks coming right over here, coming from right down, right out of there, also right down in there. All leading right up to that mock scrape. One thing I'm noticing though is that scrape, again, it's pretty much empty. So one, I gotta fill it. When there's weight in there, it brings that thing way down. So I'm gonna find some kind of a stick, see if I can't put something kind of leaning so that way when it hits, it's gonna kind of hold it up. I don't know what I'll be able to find, if I can find anything. If I can't find anything, I may have to reposition how I set that bag into a different location. It may make the deer mad. They may not care. I don't know. We'll see how it works out, but I'll get back with you once I find a stick and go from there. Alright, so I think I may have found a pretty good stick. Didn't take me very long at all. This is what I found. I've got it kind of pinched up in that crotch, right up in there. Hopefully that focuses out. I can't see with the way I have the screen flipped. So hopefully with the weight, because right now it's way out in front of the scrape with the way that that's positioned. I'll do a straight down shot so you can kind of get an idea. When the weight gets on it, hopefully it'll reposition it down to where I want it, right in the middle of that scrape. Wish me luck. I do pick my trash up. Don't worry about that. Again, try not to get the stuff on you like I just did, because it's hard to get out. So I'll be washing this stuff as soon as I get home so I can get that sent out. Here's my two empties. You hear they're empty. And that did exactly what I wanted it to. That's gonna drip right into the middle of that scrape. Now that scrape has already got some deer print in it. It's being actively used. So I am not going to mess with this one. Since this one is being actively used, I don't need to go through and reactivate it or anything like that. I already know that deer are going to hit this. Hopefully that stick, now that I've done that trick to help get that propped up and keep the weight from dragging that branch, that licking branch, all the way down, hopefully that'll stay where it's at. Didn't think about bringing any like extra zip ties or anything like that. I should have thought ahead. But if I get a chance, I'll probably hit the hardware store again. Not going to be today, but I will probably try and hit the hardware store again, pick up a couple extras, zip tie that in. That way those deer won't rip that stick up or knock it off, and keep that branch right where I want it. Deer do make scrapes year round, but that's a pretty good active activity in that particular spot. So think about using them early. A lot of guys don't. A lot of guys wait and say, oh no, mock scrapes, you don't want to use them yet. You want to wait until later in the season. Normally, I've already had my mock scrapes set up back in August and getting them active using that same stuff. And the reason why is because deer are social animals and they will be using them year round continuously. And as the season gets closer, they pick up more and pick up more and pick up more. And then that last week of October, I will switch using the same brand, but I will switch to the golden mock scrape from Wildlife Research. And then that's when a lot of the bigger bucks start coming onto my trail cameras. And it works. Alright, so you saw all the mock scrapes. You saw how I set those up. Give them a shot. Try them out. See what works for you. Try different things. You know, you want to make sure you're setting them up. You want a branch that's about 4.5 feet. You know, right around head height, maybe a little taller. Make them reach just a hair, not too much. Find the brand that works for you and go from there. Hopefully these tips help you out and help you tag a big one. Till then, have a good season.